Hello Quizticles, and welcome back to yet another episode of Trivial Tuesday, the Tusked Trivia podcast, and it's the end of the 80s month. It's our last 80s podcast, and August we move on to a brand new topic, which is going to be movie month, so it's all about the movies for the whole of August, and that's going to be across the podcast and across the Wednesday night quizzes, and we might make it extend to the website, we shall see. So don't forget to check out the Facebook page and YouTube channel at Tusked Trivia, where you will find the Wednesday Night Walrus quiz, a couple of rounds, a normal round and a picture round every single week, because that replaces what used to be the Sunday night quiz. TuskedTrivia.com still home on the internet to the Spotlight Saturday night quiz every other Saturday from 6:30, and there's Medialand on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, the website, the podcasts. There's something every single day of the week. Would love you to check out our support section. If you have anything you'd like to have added to there, get a shout out for, get a mention for, because it gets a mention on the site and it also gets a mention through the Facebook and social medias as well. So yeah, new content daily. Make sure you follow and subscribe. Comments, likes, shares are all welcomed. I enjoy doing it, but it's nice to know you're having fun and enjoying it too. So let's get you started with the final 5 questions for the July 80s session. Question number 1. Who was the first woman to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? So who was the first woman to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? It's mental. Question number 2. Which film features Gizmo, Billy and Stripe? Which film features Gizmo, Billy and Stripe? Question number 3. What year was the wreckage of the Titanic discovered? So what year was the wreckage of the Titanic discovered? Question number 4. How many Star Wars films were released in the 1980s? How many Star Wars films were released in the 1980s? And to finish you off, number 5, Eye of the Tiger by Survivor was the theme song for which movie? So Eye of the Tiger by Survivor was the theme song for which movie? So we'll get you some answers in a moment, but it wouldn't be a podcast without a random fact of the week, and again another 80s one. So do you remember that amazing song from Michael Jackson, Beat It? Sorry, it's destroying my microphone, being tapped by a moth. So the guitar solo in Michael Jackson's Beat It is actually performed by Eddie Van Halen, and it was a freebie as a favour to Quincy Jones. That's a pretty good guitar solo. So let's get you some answers after I destroy my microphone. Who was the first woman to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Back in 1987, it was Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin for number 1. And number 2, which film features Gizmo, Billy and Stripe? It's Gremlins. Gremlins for number 2. And number 3, what year was the wreckage of the Titanic discovered? 1985. How many Star Wars films were released in the 1980s? For number 4, there were two, The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Original Star Wars being released in the 70s. And question number 5, Eye of the Tiger was the theme song for which movie? It was Rocky 3. Rocky 3. So there we go, we've got one last 80s-ish quote to see you out for the month, and it's from Chloe Baker. Nostalgia for the 80s is a hug for the soul, reminding us of our youth. That's why everything was better in the insert 60s, 70s, 80s, possibly even 90s. When we're younger, everything was better when we're younger. We didn't have bills and jobs for a start. And on that note, thank you for listening. Make sure to follow and play along every single Tuesday at 11 a.m, every single Wednesday night, and every other Saturday over on the website, as well as follow the content that lands every single day across all of the channels. Ladies and gentlemen, Quizticles all, have a great day. Ta-da!